If you don't see it, if I was to stand here and say, we Banyankore, Fengaba Nankore, I would be an enemy of the Banyankore first. Because if there was no Uganda, the people to suffer first would be the Banyankore. Yeah. Who would buy their milk? Who would buy their cattle? Who would buy their bananas? Because for them, they can't easily trade among themselves because they are producing similar products. Now, if you hear a Muganda talking, Fengabaganda, you know he's an enemy of Baganda, number one. And secondly, an enemy of Uganda and an enemy of Africa. And we shall crush those enemies, as we have done in the past. Yeah. You preach your nonsense, we shall answer you by word. And if you go beyond word and want something else, you also get it. This is not the first time. We have had this before. We have had this before. Because we had groups. Otherwise, why did Uganda have problems? Bantus against Nilotics, Nilotics against Bantu. These were the rubbish of 1966. That there is a conflict between Bantu and Nilotics and Mutesa, Ivinjira, the other group, for the Bantus against Obote, for the Nilotics. Baganda against this one, Catholics against the other one, but most Christians against that rubbish. We shall defeat it. That's why I don't mind answering. You speak, and I answer you, and people can listen. I'm very confident of my answers. I would defeat anybody, any of those people in any forum. In 1982. The Red Kaira was disturbing our war zone where we were fighting. That NRA is Majegaba Nyankore. That him Kaira, Ayagara Kora Majegaba Ganda, UFM. So we said, okay, you go and fight on your own, don't come to our area. You go and fight as Baganda. War is not food. The Wanyankore have a proverb, say, and when you are making a lamb for food, you make a small one, so that people don't come and finish the food. But when you are making for war, you make a big one, so that more people come. So Kaira thought war was food. She said, as Baganda, why do you want to monopolize a war? A war is very, very, very costly. You should call more people to come. But when he came to our Chikunyu conference, we called our villagers who were predominantly Baganda. And we said, okay, you say what you are saying. He tried to convince them. And we answered him. And the villagers said, Msajon, I end up to later Akavi. This man is very dangerous because there's problems. So the villagers rejected. So I am ready for the debate with the sectarians. The other day I was in the social media with them. I don't know how far it has gone now. I will check. It's not just enough to shut them up. It is also good to defeat their logic clearly. If they go beyond argument and they try to do things, of course we shall deal with them.
Your Excellency, speaking about social media, you've been quite active lately and continue to engage on your platforms, that's Facebook and Twitter, that speak mostly to the Bazukuru you are speaking about. How best would you encourage your followers? And by the way, Mr. President, you have the largest following of heads of state even in Africa, both on Facebook and on Twitter. How would you encourage your followers to use these platforms positively?
Because you see the arguments of the patriots. You see, they are patriots. That's why the NLM talks of the 4 principles. patriotism, Pan-Africanism, socio-economic transformation, and democracy. So we, the patriots and the Pan-Africanists, have distilled our analysis of what needs to be done and why. So no matter what I do, when I write pieces like the ones I write, and I have written so many of them, so what I think I will do is to give people like you all these writings, like for instance the speech I gave on Mandela Day a few years ago, because all our analysis is there. These people are talking of identity, tribe, religion. For us, we rejected that long ago, and we said no. What is important is interests of people. Kiki ekinagasa abantu. What we the Banyankore have a very good word, okuchenura, omucheno, to remove the problem. Prosperity. I've already told you that prosperity comes from community exchange of goods and services. Even in the pre-colonial times, when the Banyankore had cows and things like that, the back cloth, embugu, were coming mainly from Buganda and from Bukoba, from Tanzania, and Rakai Kochi. And if you wanted terrible witch doctors who could clog and you don't recover, you had to go to Kochi or Tanzania or Bukoba. So there were specializations. We were, even that time, although we had stupid kings who were stopping us from trading, but the trade was still going on. So all this literature is available. So I would encourage our cadres to really, I would have to publish all these books, I think, and make them in the book, put them in the books, and people just buy them. So, because all the arguments are there. When somebody brings a wrong point, you can answer it. Because we have analyzed all this. There's nothing that we have not looked at in the last 50 years. Because some of us, I was first in DP 1960 up to 1970. But you know DP, they were talking about sectarianism. Catholics, what? Then UPC came with the counter sectarianism of Protestants. Now, when we looked at this, we saw it was defective. Because people want incomes to solve their problems, to build a better house, to educate your children, to give medical for your people, to give clothing for your people. And somebody is talking about what is of no meaning. I'm Mnyankore. You're Mnyankore, okay, fine. So what? Yeah. That's identity. In some places, you can get, like in the US, where people persecute black people, identity can become a problem. In addition to livelihood, to prosperity. But like in Uganda here, it's not a problem. It's just being used by opportunists who is against anybody. You are all free to to do what you want in your area. And Elangi can do what he's doing there, others can do where they are. So what is crucial is to emphasize the mutual interest.
Your Excellency, some of the light moments during COVID-19 are your recent trending videos on indoor